Hello guys, welcome back to the tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to add a become monster to your Gorilla Tag Fighting game. This basically just allows you to become the monster in wherever actually you want, or you can just make it an enable disable thing. And then chase players and kill players and all that. So what you want to do is go down to the description, join my Discord server, then go down to scripts. It should be the first one here. If it's not, just search it up, become monster. Download the Unity package. Download the latest one because I might be doing updates on this. Maybe not. Then import it into Unity. You should have a become monster folder. Now you're gonna have these three scripts. Go into your resources folder, resources Photon VR player, and add a become monster sync into the player. Let me just quickly save that. Then what you want to do is create two buttons, one to enable the monster thing and one to disable. Make them itch trigger and a layer no collide or trigger, whatever. The one that is going to enable the monster, have itch player as off, and the one that's gonna be changing it back to the player, have itch player as on. Trigger tag should be hand tag because you're gonna be touching it with your hand. Now objects to enable and disable is basically what you're gonna do is in the one with the monster. These are already pre-made, but there might be some other stuff. So in your player, you're gonna want to disable like all these stuff. So the player model, face cosmetics, head cosmetics, because I don't think you want hair cosmetics for your monster if you're gonna be a monster. So if you have anything else that you want to disable when becoming the monster, copy the name exactly. Go back to the button and then add it to disable objects. If you want to enable any more objects, you can do the same thing basically. Just copy the name, go back to the button and then paste the name to enable objects. Same for the other button where you're gonna become player. You're gonna want to enable the objects that you've disabled back and then disable the monster objects since you're not gonna be able to become a monster anymore. And then these buttons at the bottom just basically allows you just quickly become the player or monster if you just click this. Obviously only in play mode. Then what you want to do is go into player, create a monster thing. Make sure this does not get disabled. I mean, actually, you can make this as the disabled and enabled thing. So create monster under the head. Then add your monster model, Manchester Red Cube. Make sure it doesn't have any colliders, and you can set it up with IK Fabric or Animation Rigging with any other tutorial. Then also create a box collider. Should be bigger than the monster itself, but you can do whatever you want. You can also use a sphere collider if you rather that. But in this demonstration, I'm just gonna do box collider. So again, do itch trigger, no, and then layers no collider or trigger. Add the BM kill player, the become monster kill player. It should already add a photon view. Leave it as it is. Then down here, player object name should be set to Gorilla Player. It should already be set, so you don't have to do anything here. Locomotion enabled delay. Basically, when the player touches the collider, it will teleport the player, like disable the locomotion, so it won't the player won't be able to move for this amount of seconds, and then it will enable it back. Keep this as like 0.1, so that just because you don't want to like play with timing. And there's just no point playing with timing for the locomotion since it's just really annoying. So yeah, keep it at 0.1. Locomotion layer, what you want to do, it should be just default, but go to Gorilla Player, If there's any more layers in here, then just remember them, go back to player, collider, and then set them here. Mine's just default, so I'll just do default. Disable gravity, keep this on, I would say, since it'll just keep you in the air and it just makes the jump scare look more, better. Gravity enable delay, again, it will wait for this amount of seconds and then before enabling the gravity again. Trigger tags, again, it's just the tags that will trigger the thing, so just keep this as hand tag on player. If you have like a finger collider that you want to use, then do your finger collider. Jump scare object name, you want to go back, find your jump scare object. You should already have one if you already have horror. I'm not going to be telling you how to make a jump scare in this tutorial, so just get a jump scare object, copy the name, go back to player, collider, and then paste the name into the first one, and then in the object parent name, find the parent of the object. It should, mine's main camera. Basically, wherever it's under, that's going to be its parent. So as you can see, if I close the main camera, it's going to also like disappear. So this is my parent object. Copy this name, go to collider, paste this in here, and then enable jump scare. This is if you want jump scare. If you don't, I guess you can turn this off. You don't have to do all that. Jump scare duration is how long the jump scare is. So depending on how long your animation is, just set this to whatever. This is just a little of playing with timing thing. Jump scare and gravity enable delay. You're just gonna find out what's good for you. So yeah. Respawn point name. You want to go back again. Create an empty game object, or just use the respawn point that you already have. Copy the name. Make sure this is never disabled, by the way. Collider, and then put it into TP point there. Put the name into here. Here, this will just don't do anything here. You can't really assign anything anyway. Just if the script doesn't work, this should tell you why, because one of these might not be assigned. So try seeing if the names are incorrect, or if one of the objects is disabled. You can have jump scare as the jump scare object disabled, but not the respawn of the player disabled. That's why there's a parent name thing, so that it can find the object if it's disabled. But yeah, this should work all fine. I can prove it to you right now. If I press play. Okay, so press play, go back to scene, there. So if I press this button, it'll make me the monster. Press this, as you can see, it syncs. Yeah. Let me move him over here. And then go to player. This works for like multiple people, so like that. And then if I get him here, the reason why it might not work when you're doing it on PC is because when you're dragging a like a gorilla player, let's say, into a collider like that, where it teleports, it moves the player to the teleport point, but then also back to your mouse point. So it might not work for you when you're doing it like this, but I promise you in VR it works normally. So if I just move my hand like this, then there you go. As you can see, it does work. Just wait, and then it'll disable gravity in just a second. It's really weird. And then yeah, you can play normally again. So that's how you had become Monster to Gorilla Tag fan game. So I'll see you all guys in the next tutorial or video. So goodbye.